What is going on, guys? How's it going today? My name is Scapenomics here, and welcome back to another live stream, guys. Now, before we even start today, let's address the elephant in the room. I've recently gone through a name change here on my YouTube channel, guys. We used to use the name SiraTube, and now we are using the name Scapenomics. I hope you guys like the name. It's not Scapeonomics, it's Scapenomics. I decided to go with the name because I blended RuneScape and economics, so Scapenomics. Just rolled off the tongue really nicely, so I hope you guys like the name. I hope you like the little bit of rebranding, and please excuse me while the channel and the Discord group go through a little bit of a rebranding process along the way. But I really like the new name. I loved the old name as well, but I feel like this new name is a little bit more enticing for the channel. It reflects what we do here a little bit better, and I think it's a snazzy name as well. So welcome everybody. Reinhardt says loving the new name. Good to see you, Reinhardt. Thank you for stopping by today. We have Ryan Garcia says he's right on time. Tyla as well likes the name. Thank you, Tyla. Alejandro, Cameron, Ajidor, which I know I'm pronouncing incorrectly, I guarantee. Alejandro, Duarte, welcome everybody. Now today we're just gonna have a nice little flipping session. I usually don't go live on Tuesdays, but I will not be live for the next couple of days, so please excuse me for that. I am doing a little bit of travel for work-related stuff, so please excuse me as I won't be able to stream for the next few days. That being said, I do have a lot of content coming your guys' way. We have the investing guide coming out tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you guys are excited. I put so much effort into this investing guide, guys. Literally, my entire Sunday, this whole entire video, literally start to finish, everything. I did the thumbnail, the video, the recording, the audio. It took me forever. So I hope you guys like it. It's got all the information that I use to make investments in old school RuneScape, and I'm currently using the strategy right now on top of one of these items. But anyway, enough of that, guys. Let's get into this video today. Breathing intensifies, says Sam Cott. Good to see you, man. By the way, guys, hope you guys like the new name. Feel free to still call me Sira in the chat if you'd like, but from now on, we will be going by Scapenomics, so I hope you guys like the name. Anyway, working with 1,180,000,000 gold today. Let's get to the Grand Exchange. Let's flip some items. Hope you guys are doing well on my personal least favorite day of the week, which is Tuesday. I feel like Monday, you're kind of refreshed from the weekend, but Tuesday, it's like you're not even close to the end of the week yet, and you've got a lot of the grind left. So I hate Tuesdays the most. If you also hate Tuesdays, let me know in the live chat. Now let's go ahead and get some items going here. We're not going to do the dragon darts first today. We're going to do the mahogany logs, and the reason we're going to do these mahogany logs is they have just been super good recently. I've been hitting them overnight for the past 2 nights, and I think one night I made about 600k. Last night I made about, what was it, 330k or something like that. But of course, as soon as I say that, it's not going to work out for us on stream. Now, someone was saying in my clan chat, though, just now that the blood runes had a really good margin as well. So I'm going to check those out, see if we can get a good margin going on it. And 1 GP margin, never mind. Snoof, good to see you. He says, what's up, Sira? I knew people would keep calling me Sira. It's like that personal name. It's like that nickname now. But anyway, I'm going to keep pushing the Scapenomics because that is my new name, guys. So feel free to call me Scapenomics, Nomics, Sira, whatever you want, honestly. I'll respond to it all. Now, let's try the Mahogany Planks here, guys. We'll definitely cycle into some more expensive items as well, because I know you guys like seeing that content, so we're getting really, really bad margins so far. I don't know what it is. Dayu C has subscribed to the channel. Dayu, welcome to the flipping team, man. I'm so glad to have you. Thank you for subscribing. And we're just getting started on this flipping session, so I'm so happy you joined us. There's plenty of items for us to do today, and we're going to search through a bunch of stuff, guys. We're going to try to find some stuff that's good. You can call me Nami as well if you want. Although it sounds like, if you say Nami, it sounds like Nami, like N-A-M-I, which is a character from, I believe, League of Legends. Anyway, and that's irrelevant. Let's go ahead and flip these rune darts for a 7 GP margin here. We're also going to do the Diamond Dragon Bolts E as well. list a few of these, see how those go. How's everyone doing today? I feel like today in our Discord group, I was looking at a bunch of the posts. We've had some members today who have been absolutely tearing it up on the Grand Exchange today. I mean, absolutely crazy. Like, people are pulling in a lot of money today. Hopefully one of them is you, and I feel like the flipping has been a little bit better today. Scape billions, shall I say, says Kyle. Good to see you. Good to see you, Kyle. Sorry for the late response on that. A lot of people piling in today. Welcome, everybody. Let's do the red Chinchompas next, and then I'll start doing some of my normal, like, PVM items that I typically flip here on the stream. I'd like to test out some higher volume stuff today, see if I can find something that's good for you guys, and just kind of give it a shot here. And we got a red chin. Good, pretty good margin on those. I'm not as, like... I would say I'm not going to be as, you know, sharing with the margins on the streams from this point forward. I'll still tell you, obviously, the profits I'm making on things, but after the fact, right? So, anyway, let's go ahead and list a few of these Bandos God Swords here. It's actually taking a little bit to get used to that. I'm so used to just, like, saying what I'm flipping it for, and we probably have to step away from that a little bit. Tormented bracelets? Oh god, okay. I'll try it just for you, Ascend Winterman, because honestly, Ascend, you have been tearing it up on the exchange today. I've seen all your posts, man. You're doing an excellent job, so keep up the good work, man. Surprisingly, not bad at all, man. That's actually a really good margin. Let's go ahead and hit a few of these here. The limit, unfortunately, was moved down to 8 every 4 hours, so it's a little bit of a change, but honestly, that's not too bad either way. Let's also do the Necklace of Anguish as well, and then we'll do the Amulet of Torture too. Might as well flip all these Zenite items, right? We don't want to do just one. We have Rom Taffa. He says, when do I get to be an admin? What do I need to do? Honestly, our admin team is not really open to applications right now. Typically, when we look for admins, we just pick people that have been around the channel for a long time, who have made significant contributions to the channel, both through helping people in the Discord, through content ideas, through just general support for the channel and feedback. But Ram, I do appreciate your interest in that. What's up, what's up, what's up? Can't hold everyone's hand forever, says Nick Miller. Absolutely, man. But, of course, I love to, you know, of course, I like to show my margins live. It just doesn't really work out too well for me. And I like to show the whole process from start to finish. Luckily, at this point in my channel's life, we do have plenty of content on the channel for you guys to figure out how flipping actually works if you are interested in learning more about it. And of course, I'm here live to answer any of your flipping questions as well. So if you're curious about how to flip an item or anything like that, please let me know. I'd love to walk you through the process or even recommend some items for you to flip with your cash stack. We've still got a lot of GP on hand today. The reason that is I'm actually hunting to see what are these high volume things looking like today. Can we find any higher volume PVM items that are going to look decent as well? I'm just curious. I'm kind of looking around to see if we can find some stuff that's pretty good for you guys as well, and then that way I can recommend it after I've hit the flip. But anyway, we've got all of our slots filled up. We'll keep a close eye on everything here. Why is some of the GE menu covered? It's because we are covering a margins today, Planka Planka, and there's one bar that covers right down here. You'll see it covers a little bit of both of these. That's because when I hit one of my buy offers, I don't want you to see the actual listing price. But anyway, scales are always a free 30k, if not 60k, says Dane Glasack. I typically don't flip Zulrah scales anymore unless I can get them for a 3 GP margin. I will never really flip them for a 1 GP margin on purpose. But anyway, how do I flip the relationship with my mom? Oh my god. Yo, that is maybe one of the greatest comments we've ever gotten. Oh my goodness, you should be a comedian, man. Mitchell Wolf says, dang, rip Sierra Tube. Guys, you can still call me Sierra if you'd like, but from now on, as the channel grows a little bit more, we're going to be going by the name Scapenomics. I hope you guys like the new name. I feel like it just rolls off the tongue really nicely, and I really like it. Sierra-nomics, that's not my name. It's Scapenomics. Scapenomics. Say it with me now in the chat. Scapenomics. RuneScape Economics, Scapenomics. You got it? All right, good. Now that's the rebranding we've got. And like I said earlier, please excuse me as the channel and the Discord group goes through a little bit of a rebranding session. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be converted over. So, by the way, if you find anything that still says SeroTube, let me know. You can just message me on Discord, honestly, because that stuff needs to get changed around. So, again, please let me know, and I will be changing everything. Where'd you bury Sierra? Don't tell him. Scaponomics? What's up, Vin? Good to see you, man. Trying to mess with me, dude. Hey, Flacco, don't spam, man, but it's good to see you either way. He says he doesn't like Scapenomics. OG flipping grandfather is better. You can call me that as well. Sierra Escapenomics? Okay. Can we have more ASMR? You gotta subscribe to my Patreon for that, so just kidding, of course. Caleb Sarnecki, good to see you, man. He says, Rip Sierra, we'll miss you. I know, guys, it's a big change for the channel, but think of it like this, okay? That means, so, alright, let me talk a little bit about it, because you guys clearly are very interested in it. And that's actually why I wanted to stream today, was just kind of push the new name and say, hey, guys, this is how it is now. This is the new name we're going by. So, Scapenomics, I came up with the name a while back, you know, right before I would say we hit about 3K subscribers, and I was just, you know, I was baffled by how much growth we were having after the 24-hour live stream. Like, you know, that stream alone, we got like 60 new subscribers, which was just incredible for me. And when I started making YouTube videos, I never thought we would actually get to this point. I thought, you know, maybe I'd make a couple useful guides now and then, you know, or just be like kind of one of those YouTubers who upload stuff on and off, and it is what it is. But we've gotten so far here on YouTube today that I thought that, you know, a little bit of channel rebranding would help the growth a little bit. It would help tell people, you know, hey, this is what I do, this is what I'm all about, and of course that's teaching you guys how to flip with your cash stacks. And basically I have the goal of teaching every single player how to manage their cash stack in RuneScape and how to flip for money. But anyway, everyone, so oh my goodness, drinking one of your iconic beers. I'm assuming that is a PBR, Sebastian. Good to see you, Sebastian. Thanks for stopping by today, man. Leave a like, ladies. Thank you, Vin, for reminding everyone. And we got the Ben Shapiro comments in for the second day in a row, guys. Ben Shapiro took over Sierra's account. You guys are so funny, man. It's, so, Firedog, I pronounce it as Scapenomics, because I feel like Scapeonomics doesn't sound good. I kind of like Scapeonomics more. So, you could say either, honestly, but I'm going to pronounce it as Scapeonomics. Tyler Coleman says, bro, just got to 200 mil. Congratulations, man. Whew. 200 mil. What a great place to be. It only gets a lot better from there, I'll tell you that. Let's switch around a couple flips here, guys. Getting too distracted with the live chat with the new name, Scapenomics. Do you guys like it? Give me your honest opinions if you like it or not. To be honest, if you don't like it, too bad. It's gonna stay, so I hope you like it. I know you guys like SeroTube as well, and it was more personal. And, well, here, I'll make a deal with you, okay? If you would like, you can continue to call me Sierra, and I will respond to it. That just means that you are an OG member, and you know that, you know, where we came from, okay? So, anyway. One question, says Flacco. I'm leveling my smithing already, level 60 with a bunch of mithril bars. What should I smith with the mithril bars? Any tips? I think you do dart tips, but I don't know. I'm not the best person to ask. Dane says, I recommend making a second account as SeroTube so you don't get trolled forever. Sounds good. Did you see my insane 6.5 Pegasian flip plus 15 mil Dragon Hunter Lance flip? World of RS, I saw the Pegasian, I didn't see the Dragon Hunter Lance. What is your opinion on my new secret investment? Thanks. Not my favorite, but I don't know. Probably going to call you Sierra for a while. That's okay, but we will be going by Scapenomics in all my new videos. I'm going to be saying Scapenomics. I'm going to be introducing myself as Scapenomics. Enough with the new name, guys. I mean, it's just how it is from now on. Feel free to call me whatever you'd like, but I'm going to go by Scapenomics. Let's do the, I kind of want to do the Inquisitor Great Helms again, but if we're only going to stream for an hour, they kind of take a long time. Maybe we'll just stick away from it for now and see if we can find any other luck on some of these PVM items, because we still haven't tried the Bandos Tacit and the Bandos Chestplate yet, so that might be worth a shot. Can you guys see I'm sweating? I'm about to start sweating. I can, like, feel it. You know when you're, like, your body gets, like, really hot, you feel like you're about to start sweating? I'm, like, literally about to start sweating. Hold on. I gotta turn on my AC unit. Why do I have to turn on my AC when it's literally, like, 30 degrees outside? I don't understand. Let me check the Bandos Tacits first, but Dane, we can do the Lance afterwards. I think that actually wouldn't be a bad idea. Also, guys, I have good news. I have picked out the new microphone we're going to get for the channel. Dude, I'm so excited. The new audio setup is going to sound amazing, guys. Like, I'm literally so excited for that. I'm probably more excited than you guys just because the audio quality is going to be so good from now on. So that will be coming after, I would say, it'll be here in like 10 days-ish, I would say. Maybe a little bit over. So I'm so excited to get that stuff, man. But yes, the new mic's on the way. I'm actually going on a little bit of a business trip, so I won't be able to stream for like the next few days or so, about like 10 days or so. But I do have some video content for you guys to check out, so get excited for that. Like I mentioned earlier in the stream, I have the... This is amazing. So I have the investment guide dropping tomorrow, and I literally spent all of my Sunday on the investment guide. Literally, I started recording at 10 a.m. I think I finished at like 6 p.m. and I have the thumbnail and everything. It is ready to go. It's all the information I know about old school RuneScape investing compiled into one decent sized video, I would say. So if you are serious about learning how to invest in old school RuneScape and you want to use investing as your primary strategy to make money in the game, then I highly recommend you check out this video. It's definitely a lot more work to find a proper investment, but think about it like this. If you find one good investment, you can invest your gold and then go do something else in game. You can do PVM, PvP, whatever you want, and you can just wait for that investment to pay off, and it's like a more passive way to actually make money in the game. So if you guys are excited to see that, I hope you are. It's gonna be I think it's gonna be a great video. I mean, I put a lot of effort into it. You'll notice like the edits are a lot better than they typically would be because I made sure to put a lot of effort into it so I could get the information across properly. SGS, always great profit, as you know. Dane, the SGS is pretty good, although it does take quite some time to flip. So, again, not maybe my favorite, but anyway. What microphone did you end up choosing? I'm getting the Rode Podcaster mic. I think that's what it's called. The Rode Podcaster with a Scarlett Focusrite eye-to-eye, which I knew I was going to get that as the interface in the first place, but anyway. World of RS says, the truth is, for me, that Sierra sounds like a real name for you in real life. That's why it's so natural. Of course, Scapenomics sounds more business related, just like how a flipper is supposed to look like, I guess. I feel like Scapenomics fits the brand pretty well as well. I got my SGS off within 10 minutes today. How the heck? Nice, I got a 2i4 and it is great. How did you get the SGS off so quick? That is like the flip that always takes me a super long time. Ice-T, good to see you, man. He says, hey Sierra, back-to-back streams, didn't expect it. Yeah, as I mentioned, I won't be live for like the next 10 days, guys. I have to go on a business trip. I do apologize. So yeah, that's how it is. I do have some content ready to go, but that's why I wanted to stream today as well. Also to kind of like talk with you guys, tell you about the new name, why I came up with it, and things like that, because you guys, honestly, you guys are like such a great community for me. I love you guys so much. Like I needed to get out there and say like, hey, this is the new name. This is what we're going under. Don't kill me, please. Anyway, give me 1 second, guys. I gotta turn my AC on. It is literally a sauna in here. I don't know what it is. Alright, we're back. Hopefully that doesn't go too crazy in the background. James the Brain says, hey, I just found your channel yesterday as a member. What items would you suggest to flip with 5 mil right now? So, James the Brain, it's kind of funny you're hopping in here at this time with the exchange, because with Trailblazer Leagues, item flipping has been a little bit strange. So let me recommend you a couple safe items to go ahead and flip. First of all, the Zulver scales are a really, really good flip. They're very safe to flip, and they're very easy to flip. So I highly recommend, if you don't have a ton of flipping experience, maybe it's your first time learning how to flip, you try and do some Zulver scales. Also, give the Blood Runes a shot as well. Those will be pretty good. Dragon Arrows will be really good as well with your cash stack. Monkfish would be good. Adamant Darts would be pretty good. That should be a good start for you, man. Wild Muffin says, I've been working on a few investments that rely all on the bots that will come with Twitch Prime. Rather than the items they collect and crash, it's the items they use. Wild Muffin, I think we talked about this before. I'm very excited to see what you've actually invested in for that. Of course, don't tell me now. After the fact, be sure to share it with me. But I'm actually really curious, man. Should we try some Ceridome God Swords? We can try it. Why not? I don't like it at that price. I don't like it at that price. I really don't. I'm not going to do them. The thing is, when the Ceridome God Sword gets near like 42 mil, it almost always crashes in my experience. So I'm not even going to try it, but I'm sure it's a good flip. We have to be a little bit like more, I guess, conscious about, especially with Trailblazer Leagues and stuff like that, we have to be more conscious about actually avoiding bad flips. It's very important that right now, especially more than ever, I would say, in the game, that you stay away from items that look too good to be true, because, trust me, they'll crash on you and you will get burned. Watashi says, hey, made about 4 mil in the last 2 days. Easy. Watashi, man, what have you been flipping? What has been working out for you? Let me know. I love to know what you guys are flipping day in and day out. And of course, if you would like to see what I'm flipping day in and day out, be sure to join us on Discord. We have a group of flippers, and we have like a flipping community in the Discord with the link in the description below. You can use it as a beginner flipper, an experienced flipper, really whatever you want. We'd love to have you regardless of your skill level. It's basically a place where you can get your questions answered and share all of your sweet flips that you've had on the Grand Exchange, and you can of course flex on other players. World of RS says he's Scapenomics for a bit, guys. When he comes back from the business trip, he is Sierra again. Keck W. No, I mean, as much like legitimately, as much as I loved the name SiraTube, just because how like original it is to me and how far we've come with the name, it didn't feel right anymore. Like the channel is just having this mass growth right now, and it didn't really feel like it was, I don't know, it didn't feel appropriate to me anymore. I love the name, but I didn't feel right. Slim Shady says, will the deck scroll ever cross 30 million? Probably not, if I had to guess. Here's the thing, and actually I'm very proud of this, so I say it a lot, but I have called since like late 2018 that the Dexterous Prayer Scroll and the Arcane Prayer Scroll will only continue to go down in price. Whether you think that's obvious or not, that's up to you, but I've stayed by my fact. People have debated me on that fact, and it to this day has continued to be true. Of course, in the short term, it will have a little bit of price fluctuation, a couple millions, but to this day, it continues to fall in price. So feel free to argue with me if you want, but I will do my best to defend my position, and just know that my track record is pretty good as far as the prayer scrolls go. Donald Hoover says, name change. Yes, Donald, we will be going by Scapenomics from now on. I love the name SiraTube, but we had to move away from it. So, anyway, hopefully you'll like the new name, and let's see if we can make any more money on the... Oh, you know what we need to do, actually? Let's do the Dragonfire Shield. Now, the Dragonfire Shield recently has been an absolute stunner on the exchange. This thing has been making me so much money. And it's crazy because this item is only like 4 mil to flip one of them, which to me is pretty cheap. I mean, for some of you, it might not be as cheap, but if you can afford to flip this thing, like let's say you've got like a 50, 60 mil cash stack, this thing has been such a performer these past couple of days. I highly recommend giving it a look. Of course, only invest or flip it at your own risk, but it has been a really good item. It's held really stable margins, and I've had a great time flipping it. It's made me a lot of money. Watashi says, yes, the DFS made me 300k easy. I love how you say easy on the end of everything, man. It's great. But yeah, the DFS has been, like I said, such a performer. Oh, wait, I messed that up. Okay. We'll just give them, the margin's not that great, so we're just going to do 2 of them. Let's see. AGS has a 140k margin right now. If anyone wants to hop on that, I'm probably going to avoid it. That seems a little bit high for the AGS, but it could be a good flip for some of you. Just personally a little bit too risky for me. What are you going to do on the business trip? IT stuff. It's going to be boring. And, like, it's just going to be, I don't know, it's going to be boring. Anyway, leave a like, guys, if you are enjoying this live stream today. I'm always coming at you guys live, so I hope you do enjoy the live content. And I mean, we have 31 people in here, 12 likes. I think we can do better than that. But anyway, guys, be sure to leave a like. Join us on Discord if you are enjoying the live stream. Honestly, a lot of our Discord, like our Discord is half of the coaching that we do here on the channel. Like, I'm happy to answer flipping questions live. Of course, that's what we're here 3 times a week doing, basically. And but the Discord is like 24/7 help from anybody that's available. I will definitely help you out if you message me personally. I'll be sure to get back to your comment. It might take me a little bit, but I will get back to it. I literally will answer any personal question you ask me, flipping related, not flipping related. I'll get you an answer. But Discord is by far the best place to connect with the community and the channel, and it can honestly just grow your flipping skills. That's it. I think a lot of people in here will vouch for the Discord. I know I say that a lot from you guys, like, hey, vouch for it, but I think it's important to show people that it really is an inviting community, and it's not like a toxic place. Like, we just, basically our goal is just to improve how to flip in old school RuneScape. So anyway. Just joined, says James the Brain. We're glad to have you, man. Can't wait to see you in there. And post some of your good flips, James. I want to see what you're flipping, man. And that way I can help you improve as well. If I think maybe like, hey, that's not a great item, this is why, or you should have done this in this situation, we can help you out, man. What is your favorite KEKW video parody? Thanks. I don't really know. I don't really know what that is, to be honest. I know the KEKW meme, but I don't really watch memes on it, I guess. I don't know. How do you say that? I don't really watch KEKW memes, I guess. I just pressed the 5% twice and to try the margin and it didn't go through. Lamau feels off. Yeah, exactly. If something is too good to be true, guys, I typically don't tend to flip it, because, especially now, because it's too risky. Like, you really need to be careful with risk when you are flipping. Again, if something seems too good to be true, don't flip it. It likely is. In almost every situation where I think something is too good to be true, it is. That is my experience, though. That is my opinion, but I stand by it, like, very heavily. A lot of you know that I'm a very risk-adverse flipper. I don't like to take a lot of risk. I only like flips that are not guaranteed, but definitely well in my favor. So I won't take massive risks, because I don't think the loss to your cash stack is really a great, it's not great. It doesn't feel good. Of course it feels great when you get a huge flip off, but it doesn't feel good to lose money, and for most players it's discouraging. So I try to teach risk adverse strategies so you guys don't make mistakes. You can easily gain money and eventually, become as rich as you need to in game. Now, we're not talking about the flips as much today. Let's talk a little bit more about it. I'd like to go in on some Inquisitor Great Helms. I have this urge. They've been trading pretty low today, so I'm gonna lowball that one and see what we can get from that. Anyway, for sure join the Discord, says Nick Miller. I'm always here to help if anyone needs it. IGN Thunder Fuppa, I don't know how to say that. It's you got a funny name, man, on Discord. I can read it, but I can't say it. Nick Miller, thank you, man. You've been extremely helpful recently. I really do appreciate that. Like, you've been a very contributing member, so thank you, man. Taylor Concannon says, I am here. Good to see you, Taylor. And we have Watashi with another question. He says, quick question. Do you use GE Tracker at all, or do you manually check margins? Now, this is a great question coming in from Watashi. Now, it depends on the item I'm flipping. On live stream, I will almost always check margins live, because I want the exact price, and I just want to trade it back and forth and show you guys the process from start to finish of how you find a margin, how you flip the margin, and how you sell those items, right? And but anyway, it 100% matters on the item you're flipping. I would, for example, for this Inquisitor Great Helm, I would never ever margin check that. ever in my life, because if you margin check that, first of all, you're going to pay like 2 mil on a margin check, and that's way too much money to spend. Second of all, the margins on lower volume items are not very reliable. They fluctuate a lot. So, you know, I have a listing, but it could be 5 mil above my listing or 5 mil below, and it just could fill at any random time. So honestly, I do not recommend ever manually checking a low volume item, because it's just very, very risky. So that's a situation where I would use GE Tracker. I usually pull it up on the side and say, hey, where is it trading around? Can I take advantage of this? Does it look like a good margin? Is the item moving in a price direction that is favorable? I typically like to flip items that from the graphs are just naturally trending upwards. It's just a better situation, because if you buy in for quite a high price, you can still probably get it off for an even higher price. So it's not the biggest pain, if that makes sense. But hopefully that answers your question, Watashi. He also says, I think in the long run, staying on the safe side is smart. It's about being able to profit for a long time, not one big flip. Watashi, dude, we have the same mindset, man. Snoof says, definitely not telling you about the 190k margin on the crossbow, Sierra. Oh god, do we even try it? Like, that's one of those margins that's like, that's a little unrealistic, man. Like, do we cycle into that? I'm not sure. Anyway, we might. I'm not sure. We're not going to do it yet, though. Let's go ahead and find another item. And this is an interesting one that we're going to do. And we haven't done it for a couple of streams, but it is an item we have tried in the past. And that is the Staff of Light. We're going to cycle in on a few of these. It seems like this morning, a couple of my Discord members actually had some luck on the Staff of Light. And guys, that's why the Discord is so good, man. You literally can figure out, like, what items are flipping well that day, like that morning, that evening, whenever you're on. So, Furno OSRS says, howdy, you changed your name. Nice. Furno, do you like it? Good to see you, Furno. Thanks for stopping by. Do you like the new name, Scapenomics? I think it sounds really good. That's kind of been the hot topic today here on the live stream. So, anyway, let me know. Honestly, the profit so far hasn't been great. We've been sitting on buy offers for quite some time. And I do understand that margins today, they've been kind of, you know, they've been kind of rusty, man. The cobwebs are kind of growing on the margins, and you can't really seem to finish anything very easily. So we've got to stay a little bit more active here, I think, which you guys know on the live streams, I get a little bit distracted by the live chat, but we're all here for a good time, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and bump up those imbued hearts just a little bit, see if we can get lucky on those. And we'll look nice and official here as we flip some items here on the exchange. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream today. Leave a like if you do. It really does help me out a lot. And we just went through a name change, so all my content's going to be harder to find. So every single like helps for now. But thank you for that. Now, we have Wes Nickel popping in. He says, hey, man, love the new name choice. Thank you, man. He says, I made a 13 GP margin on the Wrath runes overnight. Very nice flip, man. You might have even been able to make a little bit more if I had to guess, but still a solid flip all around. Let me ask you, Wes, how many of the Wrath runes did you actually end up buying? Now, Wrath runes is not a flip I like. I never flipped them. I flipped them multiple times, never had success, so it's one of those items I put on the blacklist. Diamond Dragon Bolts E have been super slow for me recently. Nick, I guess I agree with that. It's just taking me super, I shouldn't have flipped these, to be honest. I flipped them earlier and they weren't good either. And, it was a mistake on my end. But we're going to sit on them. We'll see what happens with them. It seems like we're getting a decent amount of movement on some of these other items here. We do have to knock up the, Primordial Boots just a little bit here, guys. So we'll go ahead and put a few of those on the exchange here, get a few of those moving, and see if we can buy any more. I don't know how I feel about this Inquisitor Great Helm, but maybe I don't know. Let's cut back on it for now. We'll take a look at the crawls, maybe. Why not? Why not? You know what? Everyone's here. We might as well give it a shot, right? Why not? I didn't bump it down enough. Are we going to cut all of our profits? Oh, it's a really small margin, actually. It's a baby margin. I can't decide. Because here's the thing. If it was just a 190k margin, and now it is a tiny margin of a little bit over 30k, then do I really want to flip that? That's the thing. Is like, someone could be supporting that margin and could completely dump on me. So I don't think I'm going to do that, actually. Let me do the Ring of Suffering next. But I have been, Furno, I saw you were talking about the Zenith Jewelry and how you've been having success with it. I feel like the Zenith Jewelry has recently just started to get better again. And it's funny because the Zenith Jewelry, doesn't have a great margin here, but the Zenith Jewelry was, I would say, when I had like a 200 mil, 300 mil-ish, that cash stack range, Zenith Jewelry was my most profitable flip by far. I was flipping that thing every time it got off its 4-hour limit, and I would walk away with like Amulet of Torture flips that were like 600k in total, and it would be I would consistently hit that. Now, for some reason these days, like the margin on it is just terrible. So things have changed. Dang, too late, pal. I know I waited a little bit longer, but anyway. Sipping on the Blue Robin on a cup bigger than you. Okay. I don't know what that means. Wes says, I bought my limit of 10k. I usually do better flipping bloods because I can buy more at a time, but the margins are tighter. Absolutely. It's funny now because the blood runes, they have tended to have a lot of like 1k not 1k margins, like 1GP margins, but I still see people flipping them for whatever reason. I wouldn't recommend flipping blood runes for 1GP, guys. You could flip them for 2GP, but not 1. You can flip them for 2GP now, specifically, because the limit is now so much higher, but 1GP, guys, it's not worth it. Let's do 160. Maybe not. Sam Cott says, when do you think the markets will go back to normal? In about, I would say by the weekend should be about right, I would think. I could be wrong. It could be a little bit longer than that, but I think people will start to come back to the normal game soon. I can't imagine that Trailblazer leagues will be that enticing for that much longer, but again, I don't know. I'm just taking a guess. Says, besides the DFS, what has been working for you? Flacco Kills, good to see you as well. Now, the DFS is, it's not like really a flip I do that consistently, but it is a good item. Personally, for me, I haven't done any flipping today, really, but I have been trying to work on flipping higher margin items because I feel like my higher margin, like, skills, they're good, don't get me wrong, but I would like to improve them a little bit more because if I can get a little bit better at it, then I can share the tips with you guys, and we can just become a little bit better at flipping those high margin items and make a lot more profit together, right? So that's what my main focus has been, and since my cash stack is above the 1 bill range now, I think it's a good time for me to start working on that stuff. So one of my main performers that I've been doing these past couple of days is the Inquisitor armor, and it's definitely a difficult flip to hit. Don't get me wrong, Inquisitor armor is a beast of its own, but I've also been doing like Twisted Bows, Sides, Elysians. I like to flip those big 3 that I talked about in my high margin flipping video that came out a couple weeks ago. I like to flip those big 3 items. I tend to find that they're just like the most consistent performers, although Inquisitor has made me a little bit more GP. Awesomeness says, thoughts on the Staff of Light slash Staff of the Dead flips. Good to see you, Awesomeness. It's a pretty good item to flip, I would say. I see the staff now. Yeah, we put it out, man. Harmonized Orb, any good? I find with my stack, Harmonized Orb is probably not a great flip because, I mean, I have a lot of money, but not really enough to where I'd comfortably flip the Harmonized Orb. To me, it seems like that, definitely a lot of profit on that, but Inquisitor Armor can be equally as profitable, and I find that, like, the Harmonized Orb is, I don't know, maybe a little bit too hard to flip. When you can flip the Inquisitor's Mace, which flips in a very similar pattern for about 800 mil, and you're walking away with equal profit on it, which is, I don't know, it seems a little bit better. Less money invested, more profit. You can't really complain about that. Anyway, guys, I hope you are enjoying the stream today. Be sure to ask me any flipping related questions you do have. We are going by the name Scapenomics now. I know I keep saying it, but, people come in and out of the live streams, right? So we gotta let everyone know that the new name is Scapenomics, so I hope you guys like it. Let's actually do that Dragon Pickaxe. That was doing really well for us. We actually haven't been making a lot of profit here today. It's actually a little bit sad. I thought we'd do a little bit better today because I was so jealous today. I was working all day, but usually I keep my Discord open so I can see people's flips and just talk with the community and stuff. And I saw so many people just absolutely destroying the exchange today in there. Like, you guys were killing it today, so I felt a little left out, man. I guess that's why I had the stream as well. Anyway. Ascend, have you ever flipped the Harmonized Orb? Because I'm curious if you actually have tried it. I've attempted it, but I haven't really had any real success. We got 7 of the Din's Bulwarks. We're going to turn those around really quick. We kind of have to make a lot of adjustments here, as some of these items aren't really moving. And it kind of stinks, but it is what it is. It sucks that you miss Prime EU time. Best time in my opinion. Well, I'm assuming you're talking about in the morning, Ascend. That would be in the morning, my time, like right when I'm getting up is usually pretty good flipping. Actually, a little bit before I get up. And I guess not up, but when I'm working, basically. I actually like flipping like 10 to 12 Eastern Standard is typically when my best flipping is, but regardless, anyway, I usually don't flip at that time because I gotta go to bed. Anyway. I should start posting some of my flips. I really don't post them much, says Nick Miller. Post them if you want. We'd love to review them. We'd love to see them. I think a lot of people benefit from people posting flips. OG Grand Flipper, says Flacco. I love the support, Flacco, man. You're always so animated. We still have 900 mil, though. Let's just... I don't know what to flip, guys. I really don't. We haven't... You know, there's so many items we haven't done. Why am I stuck? Like, why am I stuck? I don't know what to flip. There's literally so many items we haven't done yet. And one of them would be the Armadillo chain skirts. We're going to cycle into these and see if we can get a good margin on it. And it looks okay. I would have preferred a little bit more, but anyway. World of RS says, opinion on the presidential elections, Trump or Biden, and why. I'm not going to talk about the presidential elections on my channel, really. I don't really want to talk real politics, but I would say Tor Vesta for president, if anything. I think he's got a really good amount of game knowledge, and he would make a great RuneScape ambassador. And just for you, Nick, we checked those Brimstone rings. No luck on those. Yeah, I'm in Eastern Standard as well. What is your least favorite item to flip? I don't know if I've ever been asked that question. My least favorite item? Oh, I think we just lagged, but we're good. My least favorite item. What is my least favorite item? Least favorite item. Grapes. Sorry, I think my stream's lagging out a bit. I do apologize if it is. My internet's been so wonky recently. But anyway, we're gonna push through it. Let's do the... I can't decide, man. Oh, we haven't done the claws yet, man. We should do the claws first. I love flipping the dragon claws because honestly, the dragon... someone's flipping this. You can tell by how someone lists an item if they're flipping it or not. But anyway, I love the dragon claws because they're not like... They have like medium volume and they're pretty much a PKing item. So people love to buy and sell them constantly because they're kind of expensive, right? You buy them, do a little bit of PKing, then you sell them back. So the volume's like pretty medium, but I find it actually relatively easy to flip. I used to suffer a lot flipping them though. I'm flipping in the PvP world, and God, the chat, Lamau. Flacco Ascend, you're funny. World 321, you guys should join us there. That's the home flipping world. Now, we have Flacco Kills. He says, flipping is so hard with only 200k. If you're only flipping with 200k, I would actually not recommend flipping. It's just not going to really be worth your time, and you're not going to make enough money from it. Let's do the... Okay, I got one. We'll do the Pegasians. Least favorite item. I never got that question. I'm actually surprised I've never gotten that question, considering... Wow, that's really good. Will we have any luck on it, though? That is the true question. It's almost one of those items that looks almost too good to be true, but I have seen those margins in the past, so maybe we'll be able to hit them. Not sure. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. And we got all the imbued hearts off. Very nice. Okay, don't run away from the exchange. Let's see. Let's go ahead and sell these stabs of light. Nick says, honestly, I made my first mill filling up empty jugs with water and buying arrows from the Varrock shop and selling them back to the Grand Exchange. Dude, that sounds like one of those like boomer stories where they're like, I used to deliver newspapers back in the day. That's how I made my first quarter. Anyway, but hey, big come up, man. Now if that's how you made your first mill, like you can tell the people who are interested in actually learning how to flip and make a lot of money in game, because they will do stuff like that. Like they will go to the lengths to be like, yo, I got no money, I got to figure this out. So good for you for literally filling up jugs of water and selling them on the Grand Exchange and buying arrows and like thinking outside the box to make a little bit more money. It's a very valuable skill, and it's going to take you a very, very long way in RuneScape flipping and investing. So it's a good skill set to have. I started flipping with 200k, says Flacco, after I got scammed, ran up the Sharks and Bloods, and now I'm up to 16 mil. Also, the Magic Logs and the Magic Pyre Logs made me a few million GP. Flacco, you started with 200k? That's actually incredible, man. Amazing job. Now, we haven't had any luck selling these Din's Bulwarks yet, so we're going to cut back a little bit on those. We're actually doing really bad right now. I don't know what it is. I think it's a little bit of me not really, like, paying as much of attention as I should. It's also, the markets have been really wonky recently. It's either you list an item and you hit a bank flip, or you list an item and you don't get any luck with it. That old man voice was on point. High alking. Oh, it was the wizard voice. Get off me lawn, I'll cast a spell on you. High alking also helped. I'm sure, Nick. I mean, I recommend high alking for any free-to-play player. I mean, if you don't have access to high alk and free-to-play, like, I don't know how you're making money besides flipping. I really don't. Like, jugs of wine, you gotta compete with bots. Like, that doesn't sound like a good time to me. That's why I came out with the 700k money-making guide for free-to-play. Like, I wanted to recommend you guys good strategies in free-to-play, in case you are free-to-play, that you can use to actually make a decent amount of money, right? So, you know, if you are in free-to-play, I recommend trying to shell out real money to buy membership for a little bit. Even a month will be enough if you're just focused on gold making, but it's, you know, you really won't enjoy the game as much if you're in free-to-play, and the most important thing about playing RuneScape, guys, is enjoying the game. If you're not enjoying the game, then you're gonna quit, and we need as many players as possible, guys. RuneScape has been recently hitting all-time highs, as far old school RuneScape, that is, for player base count, so we want more members. Welcome everybody. If you're new to RuneScape, we'd love to have you, and welcome everybody. Like, regardless of if you're new or you're returning, you're still welcome here. Anyway. That's how I'd imagine the wise old man sounds like. Dude, he's lucky, man. He's got a nice little party hat. He's living a lifestyle, man. Do you guys remember, like, the old videos of people, like, trying to steal the party hat from the old man? Those were so funny. We might just dump these diamond dragon bolts, honestly. I don't want them anymore. We need to fill up that slot with something else. How much did we lose on those, though? Let's take a quick look at that. Only 600, or, wait, 6k? Oh, that's nothing. That's nothing, man. Let's go ahead and do the Elder Maul. The Elder Maul has been pretty good as well these past couple of days, although yesterday I did try to flip the Elder Mauls, and the margin was a little bit too stable for my liking. But that's pretty good. And we'll list a few of those. Also, let's manage these Staves of Light a little bit more. They're just not really selling for a price I would like to get them off at. How do you high alk, says Flacco Kills. I believe you need level 55, and then you can use the high alk spell in your inventory, and you can alk items for a profit. I've got a whole guide on it if you'd like to take a look. Just look up Scapenomics on YouTube, and you'll find it right away. Flacco says, yeah, when I got hacked, I told you, brother, like last month, they scammed my account, and I started mining, made 200K off coal, and then I got back into flipping, watching you, and I'm up 16 mil right now. Cheers to that, man. And hopefully you're sustaining a bond as well, which is, if you are, that's crazy. Good for you, man. It's really hard to sustain a bond when you have a smaller cash stack, to be quite honest. No luck on the Dragon Claws. We're going to walk away from that, defeated, I guess. I think we paid almost 100K for that margin check, so that's a little bit unfortunate. But we will cycle in to the Armadillo chestplate, guys. We're going to do the Armadillo chestplate next. Decent little margin on that. Nothing crazy, but definitely good enough. Yeah, we'll take something like that on there. We'll list that, let it do its thing. Now, we also have 500 or 358 million, excuse me. We did check the Mahogany Planks already, I believe. So let's go ahead and give the Magic Logs a shot. The Magic Logs, they've just been a really nice flip for me recently. Like, I've been doing them overnight, and I've been having good success. I mean, I think I'm going to continue making profit overnight on these Magic Logs. They've been really, really good. I'd actually like to make a video recommending some high volume items that you guys can flip overnight. I did make one a while back. It was like, I don't know how old it is at this point, maybe about a year old, which went over some high volume items you could flip overnight, but maybe I need to make an update. Plot twist, Sierra is the wise old man's son. World of RS has always had these odd wizard conspiracy theories that I'm a wizard. I'm not a wizard. I'm not a lizard. I'm literally a normal human being who goes by the name Scapenomics. Just had to throw that in there, you know? Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream today. Leave a like if you are. It really does help me out a lot. And this is a random stream. I usually don't go live on Tuesdays, so it's good to see you guys, and I hope you're doing well, honestly. Hopefully your family's doing well. Hopefully you're making a lot of gold in RuneScape. Those are like the two most important things, of course, and the only things I care about in life. It's, High Alch is, it's nature runes and fire runes, if I remember correctly. Inferno says, I'm not a wizard. I don't know, man. That sounds like something a wizard would say. Cannot confirm or deny the wizardry. Like, have you guys ever taken that, like, do you guys like Harry Potter? Like, what house would you want to be in Harry Potter? You know what I mean? Like, what, first of all, what house do you think I would be in? And second of all, what house would you want to be in? Let me know. I'm off to learn Vorkath, says Ajidor. Good to see you, Ajidor. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully you dropped a like. And good luck at Vorkath, man. I love going to Vorkath. It's such a great moneymaker. Let me do... I guess we can flip the... Let's try the Armadillo helmets, actually. We'll give these a shot. Five, okay. Yeah, that's good. Alright, we got that set up. Wild Muffin says, you'd be a muggle house under the stairs. Wow. Feels bad, man. I mean, the size of my room makes me think, yeah, I probably already live under a staircase, honestly. Let's list those. It seems like, have you guys had the same thing, like, the sale offers here on the Grand Exchange, like, every time you go to sell something, it feels like there's almost no price action with stuff. Like I'm having a lot of trouble selling items, just recently with my flips. Like, I would say these past 4 or 5 days, selling items on the Grand Exchange has been very, very difficult. I don't know if it's increased competition or just less trades. What I really think it is less people trading items in the main game, and because of that, people are dumping items as they think their flip is going badly, and when in reality it's actually going fine. So I don't really know what's going on. Sea Dream is back, says, hey Sierra, I didn't know you were streaming. Typically we don't stream on Tuesdays, so you would be right to assume that, but of course I always announce when I'm going live on Discord and on YouTube. So if you don't get, like, if you're not seeing the streams scheduled on YouTube, be sure to hit the bell, guys, and subscribe to notifications if you're not seeing the streams pop up. But every time I schedule these streams, you should be able to see them. I mean, I always schedule them on YouTube, and I always announce them on Discord. We'll put it that way. I've been having trouble for a few weeks, says Wild Muffin. Full offers don't fill, more competition or less demand, I don't know. We also have Snoof saying they're increasingly selling in waves for me, sometimes 10 minutes without a sale, then 5.5 minutes. Oh, got you. Yes, so sometimes, like, just recently, yeah, it's kind of been like a wave thing, right? I don't know what it is. I really don't know why, but it's definitely frustrating. You feel like you've got this really good flip, and you go to execute it, and you just don't have a lot of luck with it. So it's too bad, but it is what it is. That's why I like flipping. As dumb as that sounds, not every day on the Grand Exchange is the same. Sometimes it's a lot harder to flip items than other times, and that's what makes, like, finding good margins and actually flipping items a lot more fun. It's not consistent. That's where, like, the risk factor comes in and the luck factor, which plays into the overall enjoyment, in my opinion, on flipping. Now, I'm just sitting here thinking of an item we can do. Let's try and do the Grimy Ranarr Weed. I did check this earlier today, but it was trading for quite a small margin. I think it was at like 5 GP. Typically, I'm only going to trade the Grimy Ranarr if I can get at least 10 GP. And even then, if I'm getting 10 GP, I usually... 2 GP today. I usually try to stretch the margin a little bit more above that. Herb flips are kind of weird because the volume is very high, but there's not many people buying and selling it. It's kind of weird. People like bulk sell it on the exchange, so someone will flip a mass quantity of it. Like, I'll go ahead and just list a full limit of Ranarr, buy it, and sell it back, and that's what I feel like most people are doing on the exchange when it comes to any kind of herb, honestly. That also makes it a little bit risky because you can get completely dumped on and lose out on a really good margin. Anyway, let's list those magic logs as well. I think we were getting like 6 GP on those, which is actually pretty good for magic logs. Sea Dream says, are you hiding margins? Yes, I am hiding margins today. We have been hiding margins recently, so hopefully you guys don't mind. We're going to talk through the flips here, though, and the strategies behind it. Like I was saying earlier, kind of an odder day on the exchange these past few days. That's why I've been primarily sticking to higher margin items. If you guys can afford to flip higher margin items, they are definitely worth your time right now, because the competition for those higher margin items doesn't really matter as much. It's not like your offers aren't going to fill. There's a ton less competition on those items because they obviously require a lot of gold to flip. But anyway, I've been having a lot of success with higher margin items recently, and you might want to potentially look for some investments to make. Now, I actually have an investment video coming out tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. Of course, I will announce it on Discord. Now, this investment guide is literally everything I know about investing in old school RuneScape in one video. And of course, I can release more detailed guides on top of that as well if you guys would like. But basically, this video is going to go through everything I know about investing in old school RuneScape, excuse me. Yo, Saraha, he said, with the $2. Thank you, Saraha. I do appreciate it. He says, love the change, my guy. Do you like the name change? Scapenomics, I think it just sounds really good. It really goes with the channel brand a little bit, and I really like the name Scapenomics as well. So I'm glad you like it as well, Saraha, and thank you for the $2, man. I really appreciate it. Where have your streams been, man? I haven't seen you on in a while, and it makes me sad. I don't mind, says James the Brain, and understand why. So James, we used to not cover them at all. It's actually a recent change we've made. We've been making a lot of channel changes recently, hopefully for the better, but yeah, I wanted to start covering margins so I could flip higher margin items on stream, although today we haven't really gotten into it. But anyway, I basically did no covers on my margins for basically my whole entire streaming career. Sea Dream says, are you kicking yourself over not investing in the crossbow? Absolutely not. It could have gone either way. It could have gone up. It could have gone down. It didn't really make a ton of sense it went up. The only reason I think it went up is because people knew that less would be coming into the game because... because less people are going to Revenant Caves. I think that's why people invested. But no, I'm not kicking myself at all, honestly. I don't really mind. I don't look at a missed opportunity as a negative. And I agree that you guys should, or I would assume that you guys shouldn't look at a missed opportunity for an investment as a negative, right? Because you honestly had no idea beforehand if it was going to succeed or not. That's why this video I'm coming out with tomorrow is all about hunting good investments, and it's going to go through my whole entire process for investing and how I do things, and I'm hoping some of you can pick up on these strategies that I use and try to hit a good investment for yourself, because even though I did miss out on the crossbow, I've got a pretty good investment right now that I would like to share soon, but it is continuing to sell off as we speak, so that'll be really fun to share. And if you want to see that investment, you've got to be sure to join us on Discord with the link in the description below. We would love to have you in that Discord group. It's basically a Discord to learn about flipping and investing in old school RuneScape. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced flipper or investor, we'd love to have you in there. Busy, busy, busy. Last few days have been really busy. I wish I could stream. Yeah, it happens, man. So sometimes you get busy in life, and that's just how it is. That's just how it is, bro. It's just a hobby, right? So if you can stream, great. If you can't, you can't. Let's go ahead and sell these Armadillo helmets too. We should cut back on some of these flips here because honestly, we've been sitting on some stuff for quite some time. It's been a weird market as well, Saraha, so you're probably not missing out on too much here. We did struggle a little bit today. I think in future streams from now on, since we have the margins covered, we'll definitely be focusing a lot more on some higher margin items as well. So we'll definitely flip the regular PVM gear that we do flip, but maybe we'll go ahead and list 1 or 2 more higher margin items. That way you guys can see some crazy margins that we get on these things, man. Flipping high margins is so fun because, your heart's pumping because it's risky, but at the same exact time, you can hit some sweet, sweet profits. Nick says, "Yo, Sierra, I gotta head out. Can you trade me real quick?" Absolutely, man. You can still call me Sierra, by the way, guys, if you're unsure. It just means you remember the OG name. 26,000 vials of water coming in from Nick Miller. Thank you, Nick. Do appreciate it. Also known as Thunder Fluppa. Fuppa. I don't know how to say it. I mess it up every single time, man. Can't wait to see it, says Sea Dream. It's going to be a great video. I honestly think it's really awesome. Of course I'm going to think that, but I did put a ton of effort into it. It literally took like all of my Saturday to make that, or not my Saturday, my Sunday, to go ahead and make that thing. Geodic says, "Hi, Sierra." What's up, Geodic? Good to see you, man. We're going by the name Scapenomics now. I don't know if you've noticed or not. See you later, Nick, man. Thank you for stopping by, dude. Do appreciate it. Geodic, good to see you, man. Thank you for popping in here today. We're at 1.6 mil profit. Not doing amazing today, but not doing horrible, I guess. If we had a little bit more buying and selling action, we'd be a little bit better off, it seems. But I guess the margins wouldn't be as good in return. So it's a little bit of an interesting situation here today. Of course, we have the Armadillo chest plates still selling off. I'm pretty happy about those because it looks like we're on margin fine here. It doesn't really look like we have to, be too concerned with that since we sold the last one 42 seconds ago. Also, the Elder Maul seems to be going fine. Eternal Boots, probably okay still. Armadillo helmets, probably fine. Mahogany, or Magic Logs, excuse me, probably fine. But these Amethyst Crystal looking a little bit stale. I guess I'll just list them for a little bit higher and try to get out of it. Also, if you don't use the number pad, you're not a true flipper. I said it. Unless you're on a laptop, then it's understandable. I had so much luck earlier today. I flipped Basilisk Jaws for 3.5 million actively. Holy moly. Geodic, that is really, really good, man. Duarte Alves says, "Hey, Sierra, why did you change the name?" So I changed the name from SierraTube to Scapenomics because I'm still getting used to it, you can see. I felt like Scapenomics fit the channel a lot better, as we do pretty much all RuneScape content. I think that's basically all we've done is RuneScape economic content. So I put RuneScape and economics together, Scapenomics, and that's how I came up with the name. And I really like the name. As much as I liked SierraTube as well, I just didn't really think SierraTube fit a RuneScape brand very well, and I wanted to change it to something that reflected more what we do on the channel a little bit better. So Scapenomics it is from now on. I hope you guys do enjoy the new name, and I know it's a weird change, right? And I've gotten a lot of positive feedback on it. Also, people are like, I don't know if I like the name or not, and I agree. It's a super weird change. I'm still getting used to it. I still want to say, hey, my name is ZeroTube, but it's just gonna take a little bit of time to get used to the Scapenomics name. And doesn't it sound good though? Like, hey, what's going on, guys? Scapenomics here. Like, it sounds really natural in my opinion, and I really like the name. Still gonna call you Sierra. That is fine, Duarte. Don't you worry about it. Should have made it Margin Chaser. See, that's so funny because everyone's giving me their opinions on what I should have made my name. I think I made it a great name. I think the name we picked is very good. But anyway, hope you guys are enjoying the stream today. We're not here to talk about names. We are here to talk about flips, tips, and tricks. Flipping tips, tricks, and strategies. There we go. So you can make more money on the Grand Exchange. So, of course, if you have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack, please let me know. I would love to help you out. I'm just pulling your leg. I love the new name. I'm glad, man. I'm glad. Okay. Don't bully me, guys. We're almost finished here. I'm just kind of waiting on these items because I would like to see if these things are gonna sell before I end this. But we'll let it sit for a little bit longer. It seems like we're still having luck on the Eternal Boots. And it's hard to tell if we're still having luck on the Armadillo chest plates. I'll probably have to leave those Staves of Light. I don't really want to sell them for any lower than I have my current listing. Just because we'll be missing out on too much profit, and I think they'll easily rebound above this current price as long as we are patient. I know, it's definitely a weird name change, man. I can't get over it, but I do love it. We'll probably wrap it up there today, guys. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this one. We're currently at 1.77 million in profit about an hour in. So that's actually pretty good, honestly. I can't really complain about that too much. We had a little bit of luck early in the stream, then kind of got stale, and we're having a little bit of luck here at the end as well. So anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy today. Drop a like if you did. It really does help me out a lot. Hopefully you guys enjoy the new name, enjoy this content. Now, just finally, one more announcement. I have an investing guide coming out tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've been hyping it up because I think it is a really great video. So if you guys want to learn more about investing in old school RuneScape, if you want to try to learn more about investing and how you can just invest your gold into an item, wait, and make profit from it, then definitely go ahead and check out that video. And yeah, hopefully you guys like the new name. I'm Scapenomics, and I'll see you all in the next one.